When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, one of the top teams in this conference, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Can't hang on, he muffs it. The Bulldogs offense will start this game off with the football. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Shapin. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice. Just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will take the field for the first time. He's been a story all season long, just continues to impress. The question remains, of all the catches he's made, can he reel in the Heisman Trophy, Jesse?
Well, the games are only going to get bigger because of his success in the first half of the year. His team is winning a lot of games. It's about championships, but this guy has an opportunity to win the Heisman Trophy. He's a big part of his team's success.
No doubt, and the whole field's slanted towards stopping him. But he's been that good through the first part of the...
Breaks into the open. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the sticks. It's Branch. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred wide open spaces. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to...
And he muffs it, a loose football. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
With the catch, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nice move there. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get... There he goes! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. On first down, here comes this offense.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, goes and gets a first down.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying play action. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. The give to the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Finds his tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Stockton. Hauls it in.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man to the left. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for space, it's Frazier. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So first down here as they go back to work. He leaves it with his back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Mississippi State right back to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Back to throw, it's Shapen. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Finds his man. It's Williams. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. The kick is on its way. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run.
Turning it on! He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finding an escape route. Oh, a lot of space. The 10. Touchdown, Dogs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Back to pass, it's Shapen. Fires one high and deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
2nd and goal for this offense.
3:25.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They weren't able to move them an inch on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal. Slams it ahead. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from to the end zone, and it's picked off.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Handoff to the single running back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're
looking deep. He's got it on the left. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's got an open man. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Soft spot in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
35, Mississippi State.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A strike downfield. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Fit it in the window for the score.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to throw, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half.
Gain of 17 on the play.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks away in the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Off the play fake on first down. Got him downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. To the air, it's Stockton. Looking down the middle. He's got it. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Dogs.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Williams. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Williams. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing to score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Fights off a defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it behind the line. It's Daniels. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Taylor wants to throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a groove.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Back to pass on second down. Got a man. It's Frazier. At the 45 on his way. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for goal lines. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Branch. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way.
Misjudges it a bit and muffs it. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Taylor wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. From the 42, if they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And he can't make the connection on his 1st attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man all alone. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. Trying to barge in. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Mississippi State, 14.
And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Taylor wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.